Hey y'all, if you like the Sakura from Naruto look, stay tuned. What's up, everybody? So today I am bringing you Sakura as, we'll call it a filler episode. She's not one of my favorite characters, but I think her character design is pretty. So from an artistic standpoint, I'm going to totally steal her look. So yeah, kick back, enjoy. This is going to be a very relaxed YouTube video. Start off with priming, and then I am lightening my eyebrows with a little bit of concealer, letting that dry down while I put my contacts in. And then once it was a little bit more, I don't want to say matte, but a little bit more dry, a little bit more workable, I really pressed it into my eyebrows using a foundation stick, putting it all over my face because I like full coverage, and then blending it out with a brush, making sure I have no brush strokes with a beauty blender of some sort, and then going in with concealer. I put it under my eyes, going kind of on the side of my nose. That's where I blend it out the most. Tip of my nose, where my nostrils meet my lip, my upper lip, and then my chin. Because she has a little bit more of a V face. And with my contour on my cheeks, you'll notice I kind of rounded it out instead of bringing it down like I sometimes do. And then I am blending upward. That way I give the illusion of like a little bit more of a chubby, youthful cheek. From there, we're using some corally hot, not hot pink, but like bright pink blush, just to kind of go with her color scheme. I thought it'd be pretty. Kind of the merriment of the red and the pink. And then I am setting everything with a powder of some sort. Depends on what my skin's doing that day. If it's good skin day, it's gonna be baby powder. If it's a bad skin day, it's gonna be kimchi, because that stuff hides every sin. Taking some liquid lipstick, actually, in a couple different shades. I used a more mauve-y toward the end, but a dusty pink toward the middle, and then a mauve-y toward the end. I say middle, I mean closer to my nose, by the way. And I'm just blending them together with an angled brush. From there, taking a salmon mauve-ish color palette and just creating some sort of eye look. Nothing too crazy. Mostly just putting some pink in my, some variation of pink in my crease, bringing it down on my nose just to marry all the colors together and kind of winging it out because she has like this really pretty lifted feminine eye. So my hooded eyelids don't work with me on that. So this is how I kind of cheat, shall we say. So you'll see me really working that. And because my eyelids are really, really flat, I also have to concentrate a lot of pigment on the outer third to give the illusion of like a 3D shape. Sorry, I thought I heard footsteps, but it turned out to be my own heartbeat. I am filming this at filming this voiceover at like 1 in the morning, and I had a ton of coffee, and I have headphones on. It's bad. It's bad. Anyway, back to the eyes, putting some pink underneath, using a big fluffy brush so it blends in really nicely with my under eyes. Which I'm kind of digging that. A little bit more like the Bella Swan, like hollow eye, lived in face look, not like you are a teenager when you're not. Kind of embracing that lately. Not totally upset. From there, putting on my blush, something just kind of pinky and light, but not too much. You don't want to do too much. You just want it to be all married together nicely, nothing really standing out too much. Highlighting my inner corner. My voice cracked. And then I had this shifting green highlighter. And I was like, oh, that'd bring out her eyes really nicely. So I put that on, blending it out with a little itty bitty pencil brush, and then putting it on my cheeks as well. I don't know, probably more for me in my head, like placebo effect versus like actually doing anything. But hey, to each their own. And then using the same set of liquid lipsticks that I used on my eyebrows, just in like a little bit pinkier of a shade, blending out the edges and putting a more nude in the middle. So like think of it like the mauve on the outside and the light pink on the center of the lips. Off camera, put on some really feminine eyelashes, only on the outer third, I believe. Because again, she has like, if you look at her in the manga, especially the outer third of her eyelashes on top, are very, very, very stressed and defined. So trying to emulate that. And then I did a new thing where I put black underneath my waterline and lined my waterline with like a white. I normally don't do that because I have already big eyes, so I don't need that. And I guess I hated my lip color, so I put a little bit more pink in there just to give it more of like a Japanesey cherry blossom lip technique, if you're familiar, where you put the gradient on. But yeah, do some bottom mascara, you're good to go. Again, I think I really liked that eye trick. So here are some photos. I did add her markings later, and it looked like absolute dog shit. So don't do what I do what I say. Set it with black eyeliner or black eyeshadow versus just doing eyeliner. But yeah, these are some unedited photos from my Samsung. I hope you enjoy. Like, comment, and subscribe. And if you like this, follow me on Instagram and TikTok. Thank you. Bye-bye.